Hello my fellow freedom builders and welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, so I'll give you a quick update on my swing trading last week, what I did, how the portfolio did, and if there are any new candidates this week. Now, first of all, to those of you using MyStockScanner, of course there's a link to it below. It's free to use right now. There will be a paid version later. But right now you can just go in there and test it out. There have become a lot of new features. I will dive into that in the end of the video here. But first of all, let's have a quick look at the swing trading portfolio here. Because what happened last week is that I took one trade more. I closed down the align. Can't recall what date I did that. Oh, here. That is 11 days ago, so no problem there. But I took the Caterpillar trade. It is down 0.3% right now. We have the Meta that is up 3.6. Delta Airlines is down 5.5, and there is a specific reason why I'm holding that. I'll show that to you in a second. And then of course we have the Tesla that is up quite a lot. So looking at the overall summary, what we can see is that we have been moving a bit back and forth, but the S&P 500 has come down quite a lot. So right now we are actually at a point where I am doing 5.27% in my swing trading portfolio. The market is up 5.95, so it is coming down. And at some point I expect the swing trading portfolio to surpass the S&P 500 index. As you can see, the max drawdown is about half the size. Volatility is significantly lower. Sortino and Sharp is somewhat better. And all that is done with a portfolio where the maximum is 71%, I think, of the portfolio invested. And a lot of the time we have been down between 30 and 50%. So we have risked a lot less into the market. So that is an important thing as well. So overall, I think it looks good. The portfolio right now is an overall 34 in value. If we look through all of them on average, quality is very good. Momentum is good. That's what we like. So the overall stock score is 75. That is okay. So let's just have a quick look at the stocks here. We have Meta. It is just below the regression channel, but it is actually climbing up slowly. Of course, Friday was a bit of a bad day here. Then we have the Delta Airlines, and since I bought that, it has gone down a bit. However, what I am looking for right now in my swing trade is this top here, that it seems to be bouncing off. I'm not giving it too much line here. If it drops down, it will be kicked out of the swing trading portfolio. I have it in my option portfolio as well, where I have sold some cash put options on it, and they are still doing fine. We have the Tesla that is going up, that looks good, and then we have the Caterpillar here that is kind of moving sideways. So all in all, that is okay. I have two candidates that I had last week, and they are actually still in play. One of them is Textron. It's still bouncing on top of this area here, so I might take that one. And then we have the Federal Express just dipping down under the regression channel on the daily, but not on the weekly here. So it actually looks okay. And they have earnings coming up, so I'll probably not take them straight into earnings. The reason why I don't have much more than this on the plate today is that if we're looking at the S&P 500, I am a little bit concerned. The thing with the S&P 500 is I like to be in on the boosts up, like this one, buying into this, buying into this. And what we can see in the TPI is that we are still in an uptrend. However, it is as if when we look at the chart, this boost up where we would have liked to take out this top never happened. So it seems like, if I find my drawing tool here, that we have had some nice upturns beating out just an equal top. Well, oh yeah, a higher top here. Tiny retracement, huge spike up, retracement, and then what is happening now? I'm not completely certain, and since I want to ride these waves up, and this seems to be a bit negative, if we start to go down here and we break this low here, we are actually in a downtrend and should be watching what happens at that support area here. It's not that I'm predicting a complete crash like someone are, but I just would really like to see what the market does here. So I might miss a trade or two, but that just to tell you, that's why I'm not really, there are not many stocks that I'm really eager to take this week here. But there might come something up, and then I might make a video more. If the market continues down, I'll just lean back. I might take an exit, for instance, on the Tesla, taking some of the profit off the table there. But let's see what happens. I do want to show you a bit of what's new. Let's say we look at the Tesla stock here. We have gotten a lot of new development on the valuation charts here. I have done some videos on it. I'll do more videos, but what it basically is that you can do some sort of, you can look into the future and see, for instance, the Tesla stock for the next 2 years, if they meet their estimates. So these are the analyst estimates, average for the next 2 years, 14.3% in annual earnings growth per year, and a 58% in average PE over the next 2 years. If these two things hold through the next 2 years, then we can basically expect the Tesla stock to go sideways the next 2 years. If they can continue this for the next 3 years, then what happens? Well, then they actually start to make us a bit of profit. Then they start to make 16.9% on average per year. And of course, if they can keep up the 14% per year, it's starting to become a reasonable stock, looking at the CAGR and all depending on the earnings. So do you think they can keep their PE at 58? Well, if not, let's try and see the user defined here. If you think they can only keep a PE of 40 because we might go into a bit of recessionary territory and people are a bit scared and nervous here, then what happens over the next 2 years? They will actually drop quite a bit. So that is one thing. You can go in there, you can play around with the valuations. We are fixing a couple of data issues right now, but everything is working. So I think this is a very cool feature, and I'm already using it a lot in my longer term positions and in my option portfolio. So go in there, it's under valuation. Of course, there's also the TPI charts, there are all the fundamentals and so on and so forth. But right now, I think the valuations here is something really to look out for. That's all for now. There's not much on the plate, as I said, and I hope that during the week we'll see a bit of a green market. We do have some big news, some inflation numbers and so on this week. We do have the interest rate decision and so on. So look out for this week. It might be a bit bumpy, and a lot of investors are definitely a bit nervous of what is about to come. So use the link below. Have a look at the MyStockScanner. And take care of yourself and your money out there. I'll talk to you again shortly. Bye.